So if you haven't seen already, the LG G1 is a false advertised product according to all the early reviews we've seen so far. Now a patch may very well come on down the road and fix this stuff and give us the 20% brightness boost that we're looking for, but so far, according to everything we know, it's a false advertised TV. You see, at CES 2021, they came out and said that they were going to be 20% brighter than before. Well, if you know the numbers of the last OLED series, most of them were, again, in the 800 nit territory for HDR and about 650 for SDR. Okay, and the TVs that we're looking at now are 750 nits for the G1. Yeah, that's not 20% brighter. And the problem that I'm having is that the reviews that I've seen are doing exactly, of course, what I know they're going to do, and that's damage control. You can't expect it to be as bright as the Sony A90J, but, I hate people that always open their arguments like, yeah, but if you're a yeah, but person, you need to get bent, okay? There is no room for error when you're advertising that you're going to do something. That is basically a verbal contract. You're telling the consumer, buy this product because I will give you this. And when you don't give them that, you're not holding up your end of the bargain. The reality is, these TVs are no brighter than they were last year. They are damn near the exact same thing. You'd be hard-pressed to notice a difference. They might be slightly brighter in some areas or in some scenes or maybe on very specific peak windows, but the reality of you noticing that consistently across the board is so slim to freaking none that it's a joke at this point. The biggest thing that they have is the game optimizer this year. And honestly speaking, that's not enough to justify the price points that they charge for these TVs. Now, in my last video that I talked about the G1 on, I got a lot of pushback from some people talking about, are you really docking them for not including the stand? How petty can you be? It's a gallery series TV. What did you expect? They did this last year too. Here's the problem with them doing it this year, guy. It's the only EVO TV. You don't have any other choice. So if you want the 20% extra peak brightness, oops, I guess you're going to have to buy what? The G1. So you know what that means? That means they need to include a stand for everybody if they want to advertise this brand new brighter OLED experience, because not every consumer wall mounts their TV. A difficult concept, I know, for wall mounters to understand, but for regular folks that maybe have space limitations, maybe just don't want holes in their walls, or maybe just don't feel like doing that, maybe include the stand. It's not that damn hard. And to charge $100 extra, well, now we're getting into some Apple shit. Because what next? $100 for the remote? $100 for the power cable? I mean, what really? $100 for the firmware updates? Because at the end of the day, when you start letting them a la carte you, what they're doing in reality is testing the boundaries with you. They're seeing what they can get away with. They're playing, that time and tested and true game called What Can I Get Away With? You ever been on a date with a girl and played that game, or a guy and played that game called What Can I Get Away With? Can we get away with saying this? Can we get away with throwing this out there? And when you get a look that's like, you're like, all right, that's where we'll draw the line then. You're testing boundaries. Well, this relationship with you and the manufacturer is no different. They're testing boundaries with you as the customer. And unlike a date where you give them a stern look when they cross a line, or maybe give them a look that makes them uncomfortable and feel like they've maybe messed up and shouldn't do that again, the consumer in 2021 is a baffling animal. They actually sit there and go, anything you say to me, anything you do to me, anything you want to throw my way, I'm game, big boy. I'm just baffled by that, because you're working for your money and you let these guys tell you you're going to pay $100 for the stand. You let them tell you the TV is going to be 20% brighter. It's only 750 nits. You let them tell you that they're going to do so much for you. And in the end, it's just a very minuscule upgrade. They might as well call it the LG G10 2.0, because that's essentially what it is. And honestly speaking, everybody that's damage controlling this right now just kind of proves my point. There's a problem on YouTube and in the AV space in general where people like to attach those blue little affiliate links and like to glow up and say how amazing everything is all the time, when truthfully, it's not. It's not as great as they're making it seem. And honestly, with the current level of peak brightness that has been reported, it's really nothing to write home about or jump up and down about. So honestly speaking, that's what I say. I want to hear what you have to say, though. Maybe I'm just nitpicking. Maybe it doesn't matter that a $3,000 TV doesn't have the feet included. I could be completely in the wrong. Maybe it doesn't matter that it doesn't hit the advertised peak brightness. That maybe that doesn't matter because it's such an amazing value that I mean, I don't know how anyone could spin it, but if you've got an argument, I'd love to hear it in the comment section. But it seems to me that in 2021, they're pretty dead to rights.